Okay. I think, yeah, I never put my mic in the right spot. So let's see here. Okay, bitrate says it's red, but whatever. Okay, 3 viewers. Congrats. So I have been working on a video. I've been doing other projects that I'm proud of. I've been working on this video, and I feel like I work on it in like 15-minute chunks because I hate it so much for so many different reasons. Let me lower the volume. But um, I feel like I just need to get it done, if that makes sense. Like, I need to learn how to fight through the pain if I ever had to do someone's editing and I hated it. So, hold on. Let me. Hold up. Hold up. Where is it? There it is. Okay. It was on my laptop. I will transfer it over to my PC specifically for you guys. Also, rest in peace to my chair. After like 10 years, the suspension or whatever we want to call it broke, and I am currently now constantly too low to my uh, desk. So there we are, and there I am. Oh my God. So let's. Hold on. Let's. So right now I'm creating. Right now I should have. Let's see. Restream, chat, blah blah blah. Okay. 3 reviews. So let's get all of the tabs out of the way. So, oh, we'll post on Twitter. And really, my feelings will not be hurt if you leave. Aren't I good at selling myself? Save the recording. Now let's see. Everything should be okay on my screen. I'm just moving a few things so it looks a little cleaner. Let's. I'm just moving a whole bunch of stuff into one folder to make it cleaner. I want a clean looking desktop. Nope. We'll have that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Ooh, I had one on my face here. We'll get rid of that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do this. And okay, let's see. Does that look all nice and clean? Yes. And then let's get some music here. So I don't know of any requests. Let's get rid of that. Good. Oh, it says I'm live. Let's see here. Do we have any requests? Sprockets, I know you're going to hate this stream, so it's going to kill me if you are watching it. It will make me have pain. Let's see here. What is some good background music? Classical. There's always the lo-fi. I don't know if I want background music, high energy. Maybe that will change up people. And maybe I can do it twice as fast. Let's see. Not action-packed. Upbeat study music for complex tasks. Let's make sure this Sprockets. No. Oh, dude. Well, we'll do it together. So right now I am transferring the project that is on my laptop over to my desktop. So right now I am on my laptop transferring the files over. And let's... the file is on my laptop. Oh, and we're gonna loop. Okay, untitled. Let's see here. Let's open it. And we're gonna save. Project settings. Export. Export project. Okay. Exporting the project over. We're extracting the Vinci. Alright. That should be a bit better. So right now I'm downloading DaVinci on my PC and I'm transferring files on my laptop. I will be starting this soon. So the biggest part of the two main reasons why this video has not gotten done, and I just need to get it done tonight. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be 90% or 85% of what I want instead of spending like 2 weeks on it and getting it to 90%. There comes a certain point where you kind of call it a day. So the two reasons that I don't like this project in a way is that there's not a lot of like huge story arcs or big, not drama, but kind of drama or spectacles or visuals. So that's my first situation. Now this should... Alright, you heard that noise. Okay, now it's installing all sorts of stuff. Now it is fully transferred. My laptop files are fully transferred. And even if the DaVinci thing doesn't work on here, I can easily change it. So the first part is that the topic is somewhat boring. The second part is that I hate my voice. There is none. There's absolute... This is the most... Like... it's like, kind of... It's an interesting but boring story, but the thing that's killing it right now, that I keep, like, putting it off... Like, right now, it's like beyond a draft, because... trying to figure out visuals, is my voice. That's the part that's killing it. So my plan right now is to add images and video to the voice I have, roughly, and then try to re-record all the voices in a better tone, slip those in, and then have to tweak the files a little bit, because it's not gonna... I'm not gonna be able to align it to the exact second, you know, between how I read it the first time and to compare how I read it now. Yeah. But mine is like, and you can hear it now, it's just very, very monotone. And when I hear other, like, interesting stories, but the person has a monotone voice, it really, like, takes me out of it, if that makes sense. So let's transfer over the project. Okay, so this is working. I'm gonna wait till I get the DaVinci, like, up and going here. Next thing I'm doing is that I'm getting a tab ready for all of the images that I need to get. So let's see, I know Reddit had a... I know there was a YouTube downloader that looked here. Thanks, Millie. Let's see, is this it? Hopefully we don't need to install any more files or that. I think so. The only issue is that the story can theoretically, and I'll say what the story is in a minute once I have all the files up. It's not a crazy story, which is part of its fault, I guess I would say, so to speak. It's about, you know, I enjoy lost media, and this is installation complete. Let's hear it. Let's check the USB just so we're not confused and where's who and what. It's essentially software called Endo, and I don't know, do you know? That'd be so funny if you knew it. Do you know anybody? Do we know the... And then part of it is like when we rehear it, because I have, you know, paper as well right here. If we re-listen to it and see if we can chop it down to as little as we can, so to speak. Okay, so Endo, because my next project I am enjoying, and I will be showing that as we go along as actually a product design, and I like how it's turning out right now a lot. But I needed 3D software to come up with the basic prototype, even though it's not like a big prototype, just to have something that people can see visually, which makes sense. So this is Endo. So when I'm doing that product design, I wanted 3D software, and as you know, I went with Blender because it is what it is on that. But let's see here. I went with Blender because it's free and it's very complicated in a good way, I would say. Let's see here. And so let's see, hold on, duplicate. Let's put this up now. And then if there's, let's see. Everything should be normal. Let's see, is it this one? What are we? Don't tell me it's the red corner. Come on. Maybe it'll let me... was the way to make OBS? What is it? Properties? No, it's not properties. Filters? No, there's a way to make it fit to screen. I'm sorry, guys. Scale, filtering, blending? No. Blending method. Hide. How do we... Scale, filtering, blending. Show, hide. Full screen. How do we get it? Let's try one more time. Full screen display capture. Automatic. Primary monitor. Red dot OBS Studio. Currently red dot left corner. Okay. That's probably a game capture window. Right click, go to list, go to transform and fit to screen. Edit transform. And it's not. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it still blank, guys? I know I'm not. Please don't leave. We can do this together. Window capture. Automatic. Is that? Okay. It shows. It literally doesn't show the program, but it shows. This is killing me. This is absolutely killing me. Why is this happening? Why did I... Oh, there, here. Okay, I know we don't like this one, but we got it. So this is my old me one, but for some reason it works. So as you can tell right now, I have nothing connected. I'm trying to remember how to unlink, so relink. And it should be all within. Oh, I am a genius. Everyone take note on my geniusness. Okay, I think the audio's still. Okay, it's still there. Okay, so before I start, I might have to get a new chair. I'm so sad. I was product design, looking at software, found Blender. I've always been interested in lost media, so I was looking for old 3D modeling software just for fun, trying to find old software from like the 90s, I would say, the so I was looking for old software, modeling software from the 90s, and not like the old Maya or something, or the old Blender, or the old RenderMan, like a 3D software that is considered obsolete, considered dead. Thank you. And so I was looking at the Nintendo 64 DD that had, let me see if I can do it as we, isn't she pretty? So my face isn't on any of this. So this was, and some of this might get loud. Let me see if there's a way to make a let's play this first. Is that loud? Was that part loud? Because that's gonna make or break. I just want to make sure, because that's a lot of what you're gonna hear is from It's Alright. Okay. So this is Nintendo 64 DD Polygon Studio. I'll lower a little bit. Because it's loud for me. Okay. Polygon Studio. So I remembered this from a while ago. And it's technically not lost. But it costs like $400 for the game, and it's like $1,800 for the system. So basically it's impossible to get to. I looked at this as modeling software, which technically it is. And so I went backwards from this. So I was like, okay, Nintendo made this software. I wonder what software they used to make it. And I came across a company, and apparently Nintendo and Sony use software called EndWorld. And EndWorld is the only software I can't crack right now. I can't crack it. I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours, and I've gotten all the way up to the license, and I can't get it to work, but I'm desperate, because if I can get it to work, it is the same software that was used in the development kits for Nintendo 64. So like the people that want to make those old style looking things, like old style, you've seen those old PS1 style games on Steam. This is the exact software they would use. But I would consider this part partially lost. And so that software is lost. That software was split up into two other pieces of software. And you'll hear this from my video too. So it was split up into two pieces of software. And it was split up to a super basic piece of software and a super advanced piece of software. The super advanced piece of software is Mirai, and that's the thing I can't find a way to pronounce it. The M-I-R, maybe I'll do like what Google says. You know how they, okay, I'm writing that down. So Mirai, it's split into Mirai, which is what they use for Gollum, I think it's, and the Lord of the Rings, not Golem. See, Golem or Gollum? That's another thing I can listen to. So let me cross our fingers, so this is something I can easily get out of the way right now. I just need to hear how someone pronounces it. I'm just looking at my laptop through this. Talking about because they made a video game. Gala. So it's like G-A-L. Gala. Okay, so I said that wrong. So, Endworld is Nintendo 64 software. Let's just say that. Endo split up into Mirai, which is actually Advance, that was used in Lord of the Rings, and a simple version called Endo, which is where we are at right now. And while Endworld and other software like Blender, they tend to have not only modeling, but they have texture painting, they have rendering, they have, well, some have like lighting and, God, what are some other things? Texture paint, rendering. It just has a lot more animation in that. Nendo was literally like what you're seeing here. It was just modeling. Yes, there was a little bit of painting, actually, so I take that back. There was a little bit of that, but it was essentially just modeling. And I think I can actually play it on here. And it was lost. There was nothing online about it. Nothing. The only thing online were 2 videos that have less than 1,000 views and 2 forum posts. And aside from that, the only other thing you could find from it was a basically cracked version. I'm actually talking, this is kind of a warm-up here on figuring out what's the most important. And I found a cracked version. And I was trying to be a good boy and figured out who technically still owned it and contact them to see if I can purchase it. And I know that sounds, goofy, but I try my best to purchase it, especially if it's cheap. And I got to the company. So most of this video is just like a weird family tree, and it's not like a, falling out, or the company, or the president, killed someone. There's like no drama. So I found a company that technically owns Endo, and I wrote to them, and they do like AI medical stuff now. It has nothing to do with games or entertainment, nothing. And I wrote to him, and it wasn't the CEO, but it was one of the higher ups wrote back to me the day after, and they basically said, smile when talking. I heard that if you smile when you talk, you sound a little bit better. He basically told me they don't even have a copy anymore. They don't sell it, and they don't even have it. So when a company tells me that, I'll just play. This is. When a company tells me they don't have the software anymore, I don't feel bad if I'm finding a way to take it. I'm trying to preserve it. And so I have it. I have 100% preserved, but there's almost no information on it. So I wanted to make this little history of, even if it's boring and tiny, because nowhere on the internet there is a video on this. Almost all the information you get is from the Internet Archive article. And so that is where we are at. I can actually see if I can play it.
土の土地はエネルギーがない。人間は木を欲しがっているようだ。木は持って運べるんだ。木を持ち上げてエネルギーを運ぶことができるんだ。
This is about the texture painting, but that we're not doing that. You only get 5 buttons. everything else is shortcuts. So like when you think of Blender, I did an over the top image of Blender. So you see Blender right there with how much stuff you can do with it. All you can do with Endo at the start is with these 5 buttons. And so you right click to make an object to start with, and this, you can pick the vertices to do stuff, you can pick the edges to do stuff, you can pick the faces, you can pick all, or you can pick whatever is under the cursor. That's all you can do, and everything else is shortcuts. And I gotta remember what the shortcuts were. I actually think you have to... I would not like to save my work. Help, I want help. There. Okay, apply. Let's just try to extrude. Select an element and then press R. Let's see. Select an element, press R, and then let's see. Select the element and then press R click. L on extrude. Okay, I need to know how to do extrude before extrude a region. Now, I did this. Okay, extrude applies to faces and that normal extrudes. X, Y, it looks like X, Y, and Z. So let's just try that. Free extrudes, X, Y, and Z extrude element. Select element, then R. L, okay. There we go. So all of these here, extrude. Check what is going on with those colors. So I extruded, even though, so there, extrude, freestyle, and there we go. Okay, so I was just fascinated by how basic this was and how there's no information. There's a whole bunch of stuff now, everything's coming back. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you would do with Blender, but it's right here and it's super tiny. And the best thing is that you're able to transfer all of this to not only other 3D modeling softwares, but if you wanted to make the games, you can export this into like Unity or Unreal Engine. So it's kind of a engine where it forces you to get creative with making objects compared to others where you can kind of get away or have things be a little bit easier to deal with. This, you don't get a lot of tools. And we're gonna stop. I'm not gonna save that. And let's see here. Yeah, it's not a bad song. It just seems, it feels like perfect. as a piece of software that you would teach younger kids about 3D modeling software. It is so basic looking that it's a real shame that it literally is nowhere. Except me. You'll hear me in a certain way. And then part of this, like if you look at videos like Papa Meat and that editing right now is nowhere. It is absolutely...
Lost Media is a pretty popular...
So I want to see if I can even... You're going to hear the saddest voice ever. Let's lower this. Let's lower this. I don't want people's eardrums to be... Can always change that. Oh, definitely. Oh, by the way, so when you get the files, you have to get what it comes with. It comes with a license creating software. However it works, that's how you get in. And when you open it, it plays this just banger of a song. So that I have it. I had the whole thing screenshot recorded, and so I'm gonna try to pick like the best part of this. So it was interesting to me on how having music to this is completely not necessary, but something about it just like, look how long this isn't looping. We won't play the whole thing, but
Lost media is a pretty popular topic online, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but there's a category that tends to get not as much attention. Lost media is a pretty popular topic online, be it lost movies.
Sorry, and what we're going to do here is that we're going to re-record these. Let me check one thing first. I don't want to... I know I have... Oh, yes. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, me. Good job, me. If you were to have seen the recordings, you'd see my face. It's all over with now. So I am going to use, like, during the stream here, I will record on the stream like this, and then we will put it into the project. You think so? Alright, well, let's just do... How do I want to do this? Let me move this out of the way. I had a Mac laptop. I still do. I bought a PC laptop. I like it, but something about, like, the Mac, it just feels a little bit cleaner. Like, even though this thing is only a few weeks old, it did, like, some glitchy stuff today, and that bothers me. Okay. So let's just do one line at a time, just to get it done, just so we don't hear everything. What I'm able to do is I'm able to record our stream right now separately, and then stop the recording, bring it back, all this stuff. So what was the first... Let's actually... I even know the first line, basically. So let's just see if I can do it from memory. Even, like, kind of almost ad-lib. Alright, sorry. Let me put the display back up. Alright. And let's just do... This is a recording test. Stop recording. And just do... This is a recording test. Just do... Okay. That's a little better of compared to what I did. So let's do this and we'll do it. We'll put it up. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And I'll do a whole bunch in a row. Start recording. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of how I did it in my head. All right. Lost media has been a pretty popular topic online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but something that really isn't talked about a lot is lost software, especially obsolete software. What I mean by obsolete software is software that has been upgraded. Nope, stopping it. All right, so I'm stopping it right there. I'm stopping the recording. I'm going to keep... Let's move this. I'm going to keep that beginning part. Let's hear that beginning part. The lost... Hold on. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of how I did it in my head. All right. Lost media has been a pretty popular topic online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but something that really isn't talked about a lot is lost software, especially obsolete software. What I mean by software... Okay, right there. That's we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. And actually here we're gonna put a little purple, and we're gonna have this be like the beginning of the video. And what I am going to do with most of these is I'm going to lock it and take off the top. So what I'm gonna do now, let's get rid of this. Oh, and I don't have Photoshop on here. We'll go to that bridge when we get there. How about that? So let's see here. Yeah, that everyone knows that. Let's take... We're going to take this clip. Actually, here, I think we can do it like this. Hold on. We're going to take this one, this one, this one, and then maybe that one. Okay. So we're going to copy it. So the first question I have for everybody that's watching. So for lost movies, I have this still. And at the very end, we're going to figure out if I want to pull the image back and do like my own little custom border background. You see that with some YouTube videos. This isn't really in my roundhouse, but I want to practice so I know I can do it. It's one thing to write it down, storyboard it, all that jazz. Another thing to do it. Back. Hello. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a mess because I hate hearing my own voice. And this is my first time actually doing something of this editing nature of like a history narrative using all of other people's sources. We're going to see what goes down. So this right here, so when I say Lost Movies, this is going to pop up. I have a choice. I can either keep it like that, or I can... Man, I have not used this in a while. Or I can have it kind of here, and then I can have a little bit of an animated border, so it kind of sticks out. Like, if you look at Meat Canyon, which he has the other channel, Papa Meat, I highly recommend it. He's an animator, but his videos are great. Whenever he has like a reference of a video or a photo, he has this kind of meat background, and it kind of reinforces in your head like, oh, this is a Meat Canyon video. Like when you see this with nothing behind it, you don't know if it's... See, I need to get back into it. I've been doing a lot of storyboarding and other tennis stuff, essentially. So I'm forcing myself to do this. But I have a lot of interesting non-editing projects, and I really want to get those going. I don't know if you know Mischief, the artsy company. I'm going to start doing some things that they kind of do. And I want to see, because I just bought their book. I highly recommend it. But anyway, let's focus on this here for me. All right, so when I say Lost Movies, this is going to happen. When I say Lost Music, it's going to be that everyone knows that thing. So I need that clip to transfer it over. And I might... I think I can download it from here. If I don't have it now, I'll have a reference. So, Lost video games. So this is Mother 3 for the Nintendo 64 DD. It didn't seem like it was canceled, but they had enough to make a trailer, so I call it semi-lost. Now I can have it where there's no sound and it's just me talking. Come on, let's grab it. Where there's no sound and it's just me talking. Or there could be my voice, and then the audio of the background. So something like this. Alright, well, when it's done, I'll show it to you. I know everyone's their own critic. It's, to me, just informative. It's not as interesting as I want it to be compared to other, crazy technology deal like Bonzi Buddy. Like, I love the whole story on that and how everyone loved it, but it turned out to be malware, and then they got sued, and then this happened, but people loved it. That kind of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out... So let's... God, I need to use this much more. Recording. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of how I did it in my head. All right. Lost. There we go. You know what? It's going to be a no excuse situation. That's how it's going to be. And what I'll do for things, for areas that I don't know what I'm going to put, I am going to put, let me just do a copy and paste. Copy, paste. Oh, and then, here, okay. So I'm just going to say add something. Be it, even if it stays black, which I should not. And after all this, there can be a potential of me being in the video. I don't think I want to for this first one. I think just to get the concept from start to end with just images is a step in the right direction. And then maybe as I move forward, I'll start adding more video of me. I hate how I look, and I hate lighting. That's the part I hate the most. I hate lighting. I've always avoided it, and it's been a Achilles heel because it just something about it. That's part of Blender too, where you can almost make your own little short films within Blender, and you can show people, hey, I know how to use this type of lighting with this type of softbox, this type of lighting, type of Calvin, type of all sorts of stuff. It's a lot easier. I don't have a lot of space. Excuses. Anyway, so let's get to our lost media. Has been a pretty popular topic online lately, be it lost. So this is the first, be it lost movie, be it, so now I have to online lately, be it lost movie. So I gotta get really close, because the difference between like online lately, be it lost movies, like the difference between there where it's waiting for me to finish, or if be it lost movie, or where it pops up right when I say it. The easy way out is to just cut it on the voice cue. Lately, be it lost. But see, I don't. Lately, be it lost move. Lately, be it lost. And if you do editing, you know what it's like to constantly replay the same 7 seconds. Lately, be it lost movie. I think I like that one. Line lately, be it lost movie. Yeah. Please. Lost. And so for there, add something. And luckily the text is like a different color, so it kind of sticks out. And so for this one, everyone knows that boombox with music behind it. And then there's all sorts of copyright stuff, but I'm gonna get this done and then get over that hurdle when the time comes. So this is where it would be. So these lost music, lost video, music, lost. So you don't have to cut at the beginning of every word. And I wish I didn't have. I have a lot of lists. I have a lot of lists. I can't pronounce it. Lists in this. But it is what it is. That's how it's going to be. And so I can decide. Let's have it muted to start with. Lost video games. But something that really is right here. Lost video games. Let's see, do I want it earlier? Lost music, lost video games. But something that, no, see, I think music, lost video games. But think right there. Oh, you're kidding. Like having a twin with your... It is. You're getting confused. It's okay. I'm not the... whatchamacallit. I literally have to put more into practice. Like, I know all of the steps and all of the stuff, but at the end of the day, I need to actually practice to put it in perspective. Same like with tennis. I could learn all the mechanics and explain it to a T, but I need to play it to get better. So this is kind of like shaking the rust off. It's all my excuses, but you know what? I don't care. This is how we're getting it done. Topic online lately, be it lost movies, so let's put the music in with the, actually no, let's mute it. Let's see how it online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but something, yeah, let's get that out. But some, there we go. Okay, let's, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but something that, okay, I like that, but let's add, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games. Topic online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but something, see, I have two choices there. I can have it just cut to the next part, or I can do like a tiny fade out. Let's see if I can download Everyone Knows That. It's been so hard. I've been able, I don't know the exact name, it's on my Mac. There's open source YouTube downloader. Who knows, I might have viruses, but it actually was downloading stuff that none of the other ones did. And Everyone Knows That actually was found. And it is interesting on when you, like, it's a mystery thing or a mystery song and you're desperate to find it, and it's almost the search is more exciting than the find, because once we found it, you know, it was just there, but we found the artists and they were so excited, but then they did a re-recording of it, I don't know, 20 or 30 years later, and it just sounded bad. You know, your voice isn't going to be the same when you're 20 or you're 50. Your voice is going to be different. So I think everyone was trying to be, at least I was just trying to be, like, nice about it. But I really liked the choppy, older version. Turned out it was from a porno, which I find hilarious. Because everyone was like, it's from an old Pepsi commercial, it's from an old movie, it's from an old this and old that. But it turned out, so let's, how are we going to do this? Convert, I haven't used this one. I'm taking Reddit's advice, which isn't the best. Did it do it? Oh good, there's no... Let's go to desktop. Yeah, we're gonna put in there. I gave no links. So, like, I wasn't perfect at finding. I mean, I was just watching Lost Media. By the way, I was on a Lost Media episode with my Dexter float from a competition in the 90s. So I think it's like LQ Supersonic or something. His episode from like 2 weeks ago on Lost Toys has me. Let me bring it up, actually. I was so, because I don't get into like the Discord groups to find Lost Media, but I like watching it. Let me see. And so I had this Dexter float. There we go. I'll put it over to the other side. Don't worry. It's absolutely hilarious to me. It's like so... It's so surreal. Let's... Hold on. Might be loud.
First topic of the video is one that really sets the stage for what's ahead of us. The past, present, and future of lost merchandise and collectibles that are so rare, you might never find them in the wild. In the past, I've covered many of these on the channel that it's hard to believe there's still so many more out there. But it's one of my favorite categories to research, and you can learn a lot about both the piece of merchandise and the history surrounding it by doing so. Like with this first item. It comes to me from Uriguri on Twitter, who sent me a DM regarding an awesome looking inflatable raft from Dexter's Lab that they won in a contest from Cartoon Network back in the 90s.
Damn straight.
It's a large item, being 48 inches by 28 inches by 28 inches, and features a bright print on the submarine portion of the inflatable, along with Dexter himself peeking out from the top above.
It is so badass.
I had never seen this before and had no idea where it came from. Apparently, there were no photos of this online.
Okay. Alright, that's... Okay. I won't show link, sorry, or I don't know what I was gonna do with breaking the rules. But, yeah, that Dexter float, and it's like, the only other thing I can find from that contest is someone trying to sell one of the hats, and they wanted $800 for it. I probably could get a couple thousand for that if I really wanted to sell it, because there is nothing. There is nothing except mine. It's the only one that is like official, and my thing is in such great condition. Anyway, so now I have ulterior motives. And I like Graham. I like the peer pressure of you being here. If you have to take off, that's fine. At any point, it's okay. But I appreciate you, dropping in even for a little bit, because it's nice to have that kind of peer pressure. Now, I can tell this is going to be very loud. And then we also have to work with the sound in general, but that's at the end. We're not worried about that. Software. We got to find the best part of this, because we only got I think that part. It's such a, like you're walking in a dead mall. It's just such a weird feeling. I know, there's so much better ways to do it than how I'm doing it. That's lately. Be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games. See, it's a little too loud, but it's like, it's almost like I want to rip the Band-Aid off and just get it done. But we're gonna chunk this to start with, and then we'll keep grinding it down. So let's see how the jump cuts. It seems jumpy. Pretty popular topic online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but some, I think if I can get that in there. Lost music, lost video games. Now, okay, I'm gonna cut it here. There's so many shortcuts I could be using. And let's push that back so we can hear a little bit of it. Lost music, lost video games. No. Nope, hold up. Let's... music, lost video game. No, that's... Let's see... Let's see this. Music, where I give it time to breathe. Be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games. But, okay, I kind of like that better. Oh yeah, Control V. But it cuts every track. Yeah, I know. It doesn't fade. It lost movies, lost music, lost video games. Shit. Do I really want a fade in? Is there a time for a fade in? I know, Graham. It's very disappointing to see how messy this is. Lost music, lost music, lost video. Let's lost video games. No, I don't want to go to music, lost video games. Huh. Oh, with how many? That's okay, you don't have to show me. Let's see. And we can always... That's the beauty thing of editing, everybody, is that you can always go back. And I kind of want to... Whatever this is, I kind of want to... And that's the thing that... Because there's so many, like, just still images, and it's just me talking. Whatever. I think I said my name multiple times already. Whatever. If you heard it, you heard it. Alright, let's see. Lost media has been a pretty popular topic online lately. Be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games. But something... Should I add Batman music? I know it's all copyrighted. Because every clip has, like, sound to it except that one. Be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games. But I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Something that really isn't talked about a lot is lost software. And I know I should have my face, but right now I just want to have a product. But something that really isn't talked about a lot is lost software. No, especially obsolete software. Especially obsolete software. So we're going to keep that. We gotta add stuff there. Okay, let's just get rid of this guy. Let's just save it. Obviously. Okay, so let's hear my sad second line. Gotta see that, and then we got Then we got all of... Let's put that there. Let's put this... And let's put that there. I think it's... Why is there such a... Why is there such a... What happened? You know what, if I lost... Something happened, but that... Whatever. Maybe that was a good thing. So, purple. So we're at... I'm gonna have to write this. Especially obsolete software. You know what? I don't have the script in front of me, which may be for the better. But I might... let me see if I can... Is it in? Please say it's in here. Just to have some little guide. Let's blank it for a second, because I know my face is in one of these folders. Okay, I got Endo Draft Outline and Endo New. So maybe at least they'll have something. I'm getting so much more done here. I should just do this all the time. And if my name's in here, we'll see if it is. And I know for a fact this is not what I said originally, so that's okay. So that's how you lost. Wonder. Okay, obsolete, such as. Let me see here. Actually, Can I have two notes open at the same time? Yeah, of course I can. Let's push all this down, or let's just push that all the way down. All right. We'll see. I'll link the video when it's all done. I might do more of this. I don't know. This is really helping me out talking through it. And I think the next step is to make something where it's my face and the lighting and all that, and in one of my main rooms that I work in, even with the sunken chair. Okay. Lost movies, lost media, obsolete software. But something that really isn't talked about a lot is lost software, especially obsolete software. Okay, especially obsolete software. Let's put this in this. Such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and what was the third one I had? Oh, and Photoshop. So there's comments that I like that I'm talking about, and I might redo it with my face. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of just want to have a project done. That's my goal right now. Have a project done. Because everyone has a million ideas. So, but it's another thing to actually do it. Okay, so just previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. That's all I'm good. That's all I'm gonna record. Let's see here. Such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. I think that was pretty good. Hold on, shoot. Okay. Such as previous versions of Microsoft. I gotta get the mic closer to me. Okay, right here. Let's get rid of these. Such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. And I'm okay if the audio's a little bit off. Such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. That's a lot better. Okay. And now let's... Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta get... There's my secret shame. The art I sell on DeviantArt. Shame, shame, shame. Let's see. These are all today. And let's get rid of everything else in this folder. Okay. And I think it's back. Video games. Yeah, it's back. I don't know which one this is. I'm gonna start naming them. Such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and... Okay, previous versions. And then I'll add Photoshop, so that's like the beginning, and then that's the end part. I'll name the other ones when the time comes. Okay. This is like another list one. And then let's do this. Let's just see how it... Especially obsolete software. Such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and... it's not... Well, you know what? That's okay. Well, now the mic is in the correct spot the whole time. If I really want to re-record that, if I can't get the audio to sound the same, that's okay. Newer... Always some old-timey term. I'm not sure. Software. We're gonna get rid of it right there. I want both. So this might need to be lowered a little bit, but I don't know. It's just getting a project done. This is especially obsolete software, such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. Okay, perfect. And then let's cut that there. Let's get rid of that. And so previous version of this, Mac OS, and Photoshop. She is a beauty. Copyright, I'm not really thinking about that right now. It's all practice stuff. Such as previous versions of Microsoft. See, I feel like something should be in here. Versions of Microsoft. See, it's weird how a few frames can really change how it feels. Previous versions of Microsoft, Mac. Of Microsoft, Mac OS, and oh, I think I timed it. Let's see. In Photoshop. Let's of Microsoft, Mac OS, in Photoshop. Okay. That was pretty solid. Oh, and I can get rid of... Nope, shoot. Bad. There we go. And then let's... That's okay. We'll leave him up there. And copy, paste, make it tiny. Especially obsolete software, such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. Yeah, at the very end, I'm going to re-record these parts with the microphone near me, but not right now. Not right now. Okay. So the next part here, what do I have? Such as we can easily purchase the latest. Let me see here. Let's see, programs. I remember it was something to do with like program, and this is where I will record a video. Because it's sticking the floppy disk, trying to stick it into my laptop or my PC. You know what? If it's on my laptop and I deleted part of it, maybe the full version is on here. Maybe I did record it. Let's see. That would be real good, real big help. Cross your fingers. I did. Okay, so something did happen where I lost a huge chunk of it. So let's get rid of... Don't save and don't save. I'm not going to re-export it. We don't need to. Okay. Mac OS in Photoshop. Let's see what I said over here. Lost obsolete software, such as previous versions of Windows, Mac OS, or Adobe Suite. Most new computers can't read old physical media, so someone would have to go through. Okay, so let's... What did I say here? Actually, I will have this I'll type out exactly what I said, and we'll see if we like it.
Media. So someone would have previous versions of Windows, Mac OS, or Adobe Suite. Most new computers can't read old physical media, so someone would have to go through.
Most new computers can't read old physical media. Most new computers can't read old physical media. See, I feel like I'm making list after list after list. Can't read old CDs and floppy disks. There, how about that? CDs and floppy disks. And this is where I would put the video of myself trying to stick a CD into my laptop. Okay. And let's get this back. Oh, sorry. Screen's back on. Let me know whenever the screen's off more than a few seconds. All right. Most new computers can't read old CDs and floppy disks. All right. Most new computers can't even read old CDs and floppy disks. If I have a weird stutter or something with saying disks, that's my problem. Or that's your problem, but that's... Let's do... This is a recording test. Okay, let's get rid of... Let's do... This is a record... Recording. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of... Alright. It has been a pretty popular topic, be it lost movie, such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I'm not going to rename the last. All right. Most new computers can't. New PCs can't read physical. And you can record using like normal audio software, but not me. So I did 2 takes. Let me see here. Damn, I had 5 people and now I had between 3 and 5. Damn, this is like one of the best streams I've had. Be it is Sunday? It is Sunday. I don't care. Okay, let's see which one is best. All right. Most new computers can't read old CDs and floppy disks. All right. Most new computers can't even read old CDs and floppy disks. Most new computers can't read old CDs and floppy disks. Most new computers... Okay. I think it's okay without the even, unlock, push it up, lock, get rid of. Photoshop. Most new computers can't read old CDs and floppy disks. I think it should be can't even. Is it can't even? Shop. Most new computers can't read old CDs and floppy disks. See, I sound like somewhat sarcastic. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to paraphrase. Most new computers... Nope, stop. Most new computers can't even read old CDs or floppy disks. I like that. I still can't pronounce disk correctly. Okay, I'm going to paraphrase. Most new computers... Nope, stop. Most new computers can't even read old CDs or floppy disks. I like that. I still can't say disk right. I'm okay with that. Most new Photoshop. Most new computers can't even read old CDs or floppy disks. So let's get that. Let's lock it. And by the way, so I do have Studio version, which costs money, but the version I'm using right now of DaVinci Resolve is free. And so if you're interested in doing any kind of stuff like this, it's there. And bada, bada boom, bada bing. Let's see here. Me trying to put CD in laptop. Film this. Okay. Can't even read. Multiple steps to transfer the data. No, I said something like, wait. So someone would have to go through multiple steps to transfer the data to a more recent PC. I don't think I need. That doesn't guarantee it'll work in the latest operating. Okay, even if you find a cracked version, like even if you find a questionable downloadable version, questionable download, even if you download a questionable version, is that it? Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't spell check. I can't. Questionable site. It doesn't. How do you spell guarantee? Shit. You just hear him just like, shit. Let's go to Google and try to. Well, I think I spelled it right trying to do it with Google. There we go. Guarantee. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee your computer will run it properly. Even if you find a downloadable version of a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. I think that's a match. Okay. Even if you find I'm just going to start recording it. Okay, start recording. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. Okay, I got 2 versions there. I think they're both basically... I can't read. Let's see. Is this the first recording? Let's see here. I'm trying to think of how I did it in my head. Lost media has been a pretty popular topic. Let's see. Is best. Okay, good. So the first one is the first scene. Okay. Even if you download may not work. So let's get that. Let's get it there. Very unorganized, but it is okay with me. So much as being okay. Let's... No, I don't want that. I'm trying to look at the waveforms and just kind of cut it. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. I think the first one's better. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. Yeah. I like that version better. Because I kind of popped the P in the other one. And I will get like... You get something called like room tone. You don't really need it here, but you have something that's in the background that kind of neutrals out these blank spaces. It's barely noticeable, but it is important in other situations. Okay, so I have a clip of that guy destroying his computer. There we go. Let's keep the audio and see how it... We're going to keep the audio. We're going to mute it just for a second. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your a questionable site. Old CDs or floppy disks. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. I like that. Lurk? Okay. AKA... Technical Technologies. I don't know. I know some people like or come and watch my normal streams, but damn, I'm getting a shitload of stuff done in a short period of time. So let's pull this back just a little bit. Previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. Most new computers can't even read old CDs or floppy disks. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. I like that. Let me see if I can get rid of... There is a little space. There's a little space, and let's see if I can... Actually, let's get rid of that. Let's put this back, because I am... Ooh. What happened? Okay. Let's hope that it saved a good majority of it. Oh, God. I don't know how much... Oh, okay. It saved a majority. Now, the last time I... There we go. Oh! Let's see if I got rid of that gap and it's natural. Even read old CDs. Computers can't even read old CDs or... See, I can mix that to make it a little bit softer, like those individual words. But the timing of that, I think, is okay, even though the next clip could be a little bit softer. Read old CDs or... Most new computers can't even read old CDs or floppy disks. That's so much better. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. Okay. And then let's get rid of this and then stretch that out. Okay. And now let's... System. To most companies and consumers, these old pieces of software are considered dead. Okay, to most...
see here. To most companies, and let's see how we're wording it. To most consumers, it's not dead. God, what's a better way of wording it without, I don't use any AI to say, what's a better way of wording this? Even though I could. I don't know if I should. To most customers, past software is considered dead. To most customers, old software is considered dead. I think that's the right way to word it. I think I'll do that. And let's make sure. Yep. All right. And no. To most consumers, old software is considered dead. To most customers, old software is basically considered dead. To most customers, old software is dead. To most customers, old software is dead. No. To most customers, old software is considered dead. I kind of like that line. I'm not in love with it. Let's... Come on. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna... I'll just do that. And there. And I'll use one of these. All right. And no. To most consumers, old software is considered dead. To most customers, old software is basically considered dead. To most customers, old software is dead. To most customers, old software is dead. No. To most customers, old software. So the thing is that the first one I said consumer, which I think sounds a little bit better. To most consumers, old software is considered dead. I'm going to take it and I'm going to take out, going to make sure to keep a smile when I'm talking. So let's see here. Really. To most consumers. All right. And to most consumers, old software is considered... No.
To most consumers, old software is considered dead. I love it. I think that works. I think that's going to work. To most consumers, old software is considered dead. Now maybe I should, because I have this. And once again, I can edit the photos at a later time. We got 1. We got 2. I think I got a third one. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I do it right on the beats. Will run it properly. To most consumers, old software is considered dead. All right, I think that works. I think that works. Yes, a little bit cleaner. Okay, let's see what I want to bring to the light is a lesser known piece of software named Nendo. Okay, but what I want, this is where I have to make it short. How did I word it here? What I want to bring to the light is a lesser known piece of software named Nendo. Say bring to the light. Considered dead. But what I want to bring to the light is but what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. Okay, I think that line works. What was that? But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. But what I want to bring to the light is an older... No. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. Okay. Now let's... There... Bring light Endo. Let's... By the way, guys, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I'm getting so much more done doing this. Like, it's incredible. I think forcing myself to talk it out, I just can't thank you enough. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. No, I kind of mumbled. But what I want to bring to the light is an older... No. Oh. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. Okay, I like that one. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. Okay, it's between those two. I think I like the first one more, but what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo.
But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. I think I'm going to go with the first one. And whenever you're listening to multiple takes, close your eyes. And you could possibly put it on a loop. It always helps. Where is considered dead. But what I want to bring to the... is considered dead. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. We'll do that. Actually, Endo. Software called Endo. I think I can get that. They're called Endo. Yeah. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. Now, let's bring in this. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Ooh, Sprockers is playing Pal World. Okay. Oh, and this is the one where I might edit like a jump. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. Okay. It's a lesser known piece of software named Nendo. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a part in this with one of their greatest consoles. Okay. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand. Did I say hand? What did I? But they did have a part in this. And in this. With one of their greatest consoles. With one of their greatest consoles ever, the... Okay. No, not Nintendo. Sorry. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand. No. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles ever. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles ever, the... No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest console... No. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles ever, the... It's a little bit of a tongue twister.
think it was the second or third one. Oh. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles ever, the... Yeah. Greatest consoles ever. And let's get rid of this. And let me not show this just in case. Okay, it's converting. Let's see. And then let's slide that. I know there's a better way. Okay, let's...
I think they're excited.
Wait, should compare subscriptions and other ways companies squeeze every cent out of us. But I still try my best to purchase the software when I can, especially if it's a smaller company. I felt it was my duty to try and find and preserve Nendo. Oh, I do have it here. I just didn't have the images because there were no images. Oh, I'm a moron. That's okay. I've learned a lot tonight, man. Just by doing it. Okay. Should I do the... Let's cut the fast one and the slow one.
Okay. And then let's cut it there. That's one. And then that one makes me laugh more, but it's harder to hear. Oh, we're down to one viewer. Bummer. Bummer. That's okay. Let me... Yeah, I should stop it here. So let's get rid of... They're called Endo. No? Nintendo. That's Endo. No, not Nintendo. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles. Should it just be... They're called Endo. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles ever, the... There we go. Alright, we're gonna save the project. We're gonna watch what we have. Lost media has been a pretty popular topic online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost... Hold on. Lost media has been a pretty popular topic online lately, be it lost movies, lost music, lost video games, but something that really isn't talked about a lot is lost software, especially obsolete software, such as previous versions of Microsoft, Mac OS, and Photoshop. Most new computers can't even read old CDs or floppy disks. Even if you find a downloadable version from a questionable site, it doesn't guarantee that your computer will run it properly. To most consumers, old software is considered dead. But what I want to bring to the light is an older piece of software called Endo. No, not Nintendo, but they did have a hand in this with one of their greatest consoles ever, the... Now let's add this by having that and saying potentially different. Okay, we are going to call it there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta figure things out because I got so much done. It was crazy. That was awesome, and I have you guys to thank for it. All right, so nothing tomorrow, but I'll be here on Tuesday. And who knows, I might turn into I forgot the music. I'm just gonna refigure and restructure things, because if I can get this to be part of my thing, I mean, there we go.
All right. So everyone have a good night, and we will see ya. Bye.